And we're back at Carlisle again. So I figured this time I'd show off this one because I decided to bring it to the show because the Cutlass wasn't done, and I don't show off my Camaro much on the channel. So, and last time I filmed it, I don't think it was even sitting how it does now. So basically I picked this up, I paid for it December of 2018, and I picked it up the first week of January of 19, and it was sitting on some Keystones, and it was a little bit different than it looks now. 84Z, I put the factory wheels back on it. That fender's been repainted, and so is that door, so the paint texture is not as nice as the rest of the car. But this, the rest of it is all, it's factory paint. You can see where it's got its issues. But all in all, it's a pretty damn solid looking car. And I like it a lot. The interior was gray. From the factory, you can see it's still got the gray headliner in it. The seats are actually out of an 87. It's a one-year only seat with that design, and you can see in this 87 right here, they've got the leather, but it's the same design seat. That's probably the coolest part of the whole car right there. My second gen Trans Am steering wheel. It fits right in there, looks perfect. Lined right up with the column. I added the louvers onto the back. These were off of my old 86. And believe it or not, this stuff we glued them on with, you can't get off. Any of you body shop guys, you ever hear a panel bond, they're not coming off. We panel bonded them onto the car, and I had to use a set of old 455 cylinder heads sat on top of here so it could cure overnight.
Hopefully this one doesn't get wrecked and you buy another third gen.
Yeah, but the funny thing is we're out here at Carlisle, and it's kind of dead this year, but out of all the third gens that are here, which isn't many, I got the oldest one. That's an 87 Iroc. That's an 87 Iroc. That's an 89 Iroc, and that blue one down there is an 86. And the key difference is the older Zs, the 82 through 84s, are silver two-tone on the bottom, which really breaks the car up and makes it look nice, I think, versus all Irocs are all one solid color. Also, we call these the disco taillights. All Irocs got the disco checkerboard taillights going on. And this one's got the older traditional style. And my favorite part, the cars came out in 82 and they ran till 92, and they updated the front ends on these cars in 85. All Irocs are 85 and newer. This being an 84, it's got a much more boxier front end to it. You can see the parking lights are recessed in and everything's squared off. Square angles everywhere, even where the grille goes. And if you come over to the 85 and newer front end, it's just got more of a smiley look to its face.
That's got fog lights.
Yeah, and they get fog lights. You can see the parking lights are now out here, and they're like, they kind of look like cheeky dimples. Not to say they're bad cars, I just really like the older version. You can see that the 85 and newers and the Irocs, they come with louvered hoods. The first run of the hoods they had were like this, and if you had an 82 to 83 Z28 and you had the crossfire injection, which is a garbage unit, but if you did, you would have got a fiberglass hood instead of metal. And these trap doors are actually be functional. They're not vacuum operated, they're actually operated through solenoids. So when you go wide open throttle, these would pop open and then they'd slam shut, but mine don't got that. But like I said, since this car doesn't get any channel time, I just wanted to show it off to everybody because I really like this car. I like it a lot more than I should. And the headliner, for being a T-top car, isn't coming down yet. And up here you can see where the roof has actually got issues going on. The old paint's actually cracking right here.
Crow's foot.
Yeah, they call that crow footing when paint like that cracks in triangular. So I'm pretty much done with it. I'm not going to do too much more to it. I need to add electric windows to this car. It's got these stupid cranks right here. And my old 86 that still exists, the one that we just fired up last week, that's got electric windows. So I'm going to try and swap over the harness, the motors, the window regulators, all that good stuff. And I have the old red door panels out of the 86, so I'll just put those on to get rid of the holes where the window cranks are. Also, these louvers are barely fastened on here. I'm using starter shims to hold them down in the back. And every time I have to slam this hatch to get it to close, the starter shims like to move around and shit. So the 86 actually has like a Cadillac. It's got this motor in the trunk that if you just lay the lid down, it'll suck itself closed. So I'm gonna add that as well. And then we're done. It's just gonna be a perfect all-weather, all-season, well, almost all-season car. I won't put it in road salt, but that's a quick one today. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I will see you on the next one. Later.